Peace and love, y'all. It's your brother A.D.V.I.S, and we're back with another episode of What's the Word Wednesdays, and this is episode 17. So, as we typically do, putting up the logo as well as we putting in the topics for today. So, as y'all are coming in, please let me know how you doing and what's the word. And shout outs to Brother Ali. Freedom ain't free. He was only 15, sold his good traits together, made Ali. Filled his lungs with the Quran until he breathed. Let him walk but kept him on a short leash. Here he stand now, 17-year-old man child. Speaking of that, today's show topics, we're gonna be delving into, once again, current events. Most of it right now, still a lot of talk about the election. Then the second topic we're going to get into is perspectives versus facts, and breaking that down a bit. And lastly, we're going to speak on, do we really have or understand freedom of speech? What's up, Brother Johnny? What's up, Be Lovin'? Good to see you in here, G. Welcome to What's the Word Wednesdays, episode 17. Let me know how you feeling and what's the word. There ain't nothing here for free. See what I see and know that freedom ain't free, no. So we're gonna keep playing some music, give it about another minute or two, then we'll do the show song, and we'll get things started. I'm hot knife through butter in the night sky. It shouldn't take a genius to see this hunger in my eyes. So I use blood. But what's good, family? What's up? What's good, Johnny? Tell me, how you doing? I ain't curled up in my bed. Found set the world ablaze. Trust it ain't cause of nothing I did. Listen, I don't think God's obligated to touch you. If your ass would rather live in shit than work a shovel. I refuse to let the sun set on me again. To the end, I'm a one-man army, friend. Ain't nowhere to run to. There ain't nothing here for free. See what I see and know that freedom ain't free, no. Ain't nowhere to run to. Living and learning, brother. What about you? Let me know. What's the word? There ain't nothing here for free. See what I see and know that freedom ain't free, no. Ain't nowhere to run to. There ain't nothing here for free. See what I see and know that freedom ain't free, y'all. Oh yeah, let me know. Let me know if I sound good. I never ask that. Cause I just assume, and I shouldn't assume stuff. But let me know if I'm sounding good on everyone's end. Throw it in the comments. Alright, here we go. Get the show started.
Yeah, peace to anybody.
Just got home, bro. Johnny been playing pickleball. Bro, you gotta explain that to me, bro. What's pickleball? Check it out. What's the word, y'all? What's the word? 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 What's the word, y'all? What's the word?
I got skills galore.
Once again, y'all, it's your brother A.D.V.I.S, and we're back here with another episode of What's the Word Wednesdays, and this is episode 17. We've been doing this for 17 episodes, y'all. So, as y'all are coming in, shouts outs to the brothers Johnny, as well as the brother Andres in the building right now, holding it down. But as y'all coming in, let me know how y'all doing, how y'all feeling, what's the word on the streets and in the world. As well as, hopefully your day has been wonderful and has been productive. And also shouts out to those who will watch this after too. Hope your days have been productive and has been well too. But for today's show, y'all, we are going to be getting into the 3 topics that we have for today, which is we're going to be speaking on, still like we usually do, start off the show with current events. So we're going to speak on current events. Then we're going to jump into the next part, which is going to be speaking on perspectives versus facts. And then lastly, towards the last bit of the show, even if it runs over, we're going to be speaking on, do we really have and understand freedom of speech? And those are going to be the topics for today's show. Without further ado, let's jump into the first one. Which, the first one we're speaking on is current events. So, everyone right now in the world, day and time right now, we are more and still focused on the outcomes of the election and who is the technical president, as well as the economy, as well as the rising cases in the pandemic situation. And for the most part, it's just really mostly a lot of those things. I know there's a lot of other stuff that's going on around in other parts of the world, as still things going on within Nigeria and in Africa. But as of right now, at least within the U.S., that's mostly what the main focus have been on, at least current event wise. It's been about the election, about what's going to be going on next with the new quote unquote president, as well as what the virus and things brings in that particular nature. But let me jump into it. If y'all have anything, please throw it in the comments, because this is what this platform is. What's the Word Wednesdays is used more for a platform for us to have a back and forth, to reach different perspectives and to have a higher understanding of different sides of stuff as we have convos about them. So I would love y'all throwing different things down into the comments, as well as coming and being on the show in person. Always love that too. But let's see. All right, the brother said Trump is having a dictatorship mentality. I feel you on that, G. I will definitely say this though. When it comes to that, from my perspective, we talking about perspectives today. The U.S., how it currently and in the past, I'm not gonna go too far back in the inception, but how the U.S. stands, it really has never been a true democracy. If you look it up, and you go look up the United States, and you look at the setup of what we're supposedly are, it notes us as a democratic republic, which in itself is like, I thought this was a democracy. What does it have to do with also a republic? And you can probably give me some information around why it is what that is. But to get to your point, brother, it's already shown tendencies where it's totalitarianism already. Like as in the president, the CEO is ahead of all of these states as us as workers. What's up, 3-round boxing? What's going on? It's the brother in here, it's Cuzzo. And we already subscribed to a system that we, in a way, relinquish a lot of our rights, quote unquote, that we're supposed to have, and we give them to others. And we give them to the political figures and factions to be able to do what they're supposed to do within this system. And it's already ran like that, at least from my perspective. If it was a true democracy, The popular vote, what the people want, and how the people vote, that would be the end-all be-all. There wouldn't be a such thing as a popular vote and then electoral vote. Oh, you good, cuzzo? You good, you good. I already knew it was you, so thank you for coming in, G. You good. So there would already be just votes just for the people, period. That would be the democracy. What the people say is what the people say. But in this particular case, we have different levels to how this is played. Why is that the case? Well, because of the fact that how the U.S. is ran like a corporation or like a business. And when you have somebody at the top of the head, they say what says goes. So that's what goes. And it depending on whoever is in there. I don't care who and what president is in there. The way that they run it regardless is ran like that. So thank you for that, my man. And let's see, we got the brother Chairman Dallas in the building. What's up, G? What's up? What he has in store for us today. But on top of that, on top of all the different things going on currently, too, especially with the legacy. Yo, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm fine.
What's the word? What's up, B? What's up, B-Dub? But yeah, y'all, this is the brother Dallas, aka Mr. Chairman Dallas, businessman himself extraordinaire, and we appreciate you always coming on, my G. So tell us, man, what's the word? What you playing video games or something?
I ain't nothing to it. I ain't playing no games, man. I'm just relaxed. It's actually my only day within the last week and a half or two that I really just had to myself today, like
yeah,
to do like whatever I wanted.
Now for sure, man. I know I haven't been able to tap back in with you on some stuff, but I've been sending out some good energy to you regardless if you've gotten it or not. But
always, yeah.
All right, bro. Now you tell me, G, what's been on your mind? If it's anything currently going on or just anything that just comes to you want to speak on.
Wait, prolific hand. Oh, that's not lyric, is it?
It's who?
That's not lyric, is it?
No, that's not lyric. No, that's my real life cousin right there.
Oh, okay, big bit.
Yeah. What's going on, Kundin?
But ain't really much been on my mind. I mean, if it is, you know, it's gonna be about, it's gonna be about some shorties. You feel me? Like, but yeah, ain't nothing.
I know. That's what runs your realm of your world right now.
That bad talk run my world. That bad talk.
Well, then they're still within that. They hovering in that area somewhere. I'm not saying they're the main thing. They're not the priority.
I feel like they go hand in hand. I feel like anybody with money gonna be lying if they say they don't go hand in hand. They go hand in hand.
Gotcha.
But yeah, man, just working, man. Just working to still build this better future, man. Like, accomplishment is on the way. Like, that's all I'm accomplishment is on the way, and you just gotta level yourself. I feel like people in this world, we gotta level ourselves. Some of us think small, but we don't want to go bigger. Yeah, I think extreme, so I'm gonna always be bigger.
You seeing the bigger picture, seeing like further, like these lofty goals that we know we can at least get very close to. If not, we can accomplish. But you let it go of the mentality of like being fearful of it. You actually welcome it because you want to get to it.
I'm but like, yeah, and it do stress me out sometimes. Like, I'm not even a cat, man. That's like a lot of people they smoke weed, they drink or whatever, like whatever helps them get through their day. But yeah, like, it's like me personally, like anytime I've ever like smoked, it's just because I feel like more relaxed through the pressure. Like we played basketball today, and I was cooking these dudes like crazy. But I'm like, they even had a D1 dude come down from North Carolina. All that, I was like, I don't care what that is, you know. Like, I'm like, yo, we about to get it in, and I busted his ass. Like, yo, like I don't feel that pressure like everybody else. You feel me? Like everybody else see somebody, they get starstruck and they like, oh, I can't handle it. Like,
Yeah.
but me, it's like you said, like I embrace it. I'm just like I see it and be like, yeah, here it goes. And then as soon as as soon as I bust through that door, knock down that barrier, I'm like, I'm up in there.
Yeah.
Like, as long as we knocking down barriers, yo, that's all that really matters. Like in this life, in this business, yo, like we literally like. I feel like a lot of people don't see it, like, and they not gonna get it. I explained it to somebody today, like,
Yeah.
I said, yo, if I can get 100 people in the, if I can get 200 people in the room, by the time those 200 people leave that room, everybody in that room will be making 4 figures. I can dead as make that happen. Like that's just leaving that room. Like if I can get 200 in one room, we all will make. Well, you guys will make 4 figures and up from that point. You feel me?
Mm.
And because it's like, and I'm like, yo, we want the power to change things and the power to affect things, but it like we don't want to get to the power, you feel me? We
Yeah.
settle for like, oh, I'll work this nursing job, I'll work this doctor job. Oh, that's good, that's cool, you feel me? We need them in the world, but I'm just like, you want the power, you feel me? Like, let's go get it, like, cause you can't make no move. I don't care who you is, you can't make no move out here without the power. Like the power can be knowledge, the power can be anything. In order sometimes for people to listen to you, you gotta have that credibility on you too. Like as I'm
Yeah.
rising through the ranks and as I continue to grow within this business, I come up and I'm like, yo, the day that I really start making those 7-figure, 8-figure numbers, 10-figure numbers, like when I get to that point, it's like the people that are up there on that level are going to listen more because it's like not only do he got the money, but he got the knowledge on how he had to get there. You feel
Yeah.
me? And they see the what is it called? Authentic, tongue twisting word.
What are you talking about? Authenticity?
Yeah, that's so.
Okay.
Yeah, don't fault me for my speech, nobody. You feel me?
No, you good, bro.
But
And if y'all know what he talking about investing. I'm not gonna say particularly, what it is. He can give you more info on that, but that's what he's talking about. Some of those power moves that he's making right now. But continue.
and yeah, so it's like they look at me and they see that authentic in me. They like, boy, that boy authentic. Like, boy, that boy real. Like, and he ain't know what he doing because he understood what it took to get to that point.
Yeah.
Sometimes we want that power. Like everybody, like I saw on the voting ballot, they were talking about Kanye was on there. Everybody voted against Kanye.
Yeah.
Everybody. Now, this is my big thing. To me, I don't care either way it went. But I was just like this. I was like more so like, so you want a black man in there, but you're gonna be picky and choosy with the only black man that's running, you feel me? How many brothers do I see running for president though? All you gotta see is if you meet the requirements to run. Have a campaign, like do what it takes. But I feel like a lot. Once again, I feel like this year's voting was based off of emotion.
Yeah.
It
Oh yeah, for
wasn't.
sure.
It was not based off of logic.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's like, man, we gotta make the move. Like, I'm not gonna. Why would I put my trust in a voting poll when I can go ahead and put myself in that position to make those people that's up there listen to me? You feel me?
That's where you're getting into about buying your politicians and becoming a lobbyist in a way. But I do feel you. I do feel you on, and what I mean by lobbyists, bro, those are the people who get a lot of their points across to those officials and those people, the politicians, because they're funding them with the money so they can get to talk to them because they have that money.
Yeah.
But I feel you on a point
Right.
when it comes to voting. And I was just speaking on it earlier on a phone convo with a brother of mine, and This is my intention with it, and I've said it a number of times, and I'll continue doing that as you eating your burrito.
Most definitely is a pastry, but
oh,
we gonna
pastry,
go.
my bad. But when it comes to voting, do it with a purpose. Do it strategically. Don't vote like you said. We're based off of, we get feared and our emotions run into our thinking. Use your mind strategically when you're making moves. So if you know you're going to vote for a particular thing, a particular person, in a particular way, know how you're going to do that all the way down to the end. What's up, brother? Artist FMC in the building for my color, repping. Love you, G. And continuing on, bro. You want to also be able to organize it where you guys come together. I see it more so, if you want to make voting powerful, you do it as a unit. You do it as a people. If we're supposed to be a democracy and this is for the people, why not the people all come together and be like, this is what we want? So then when you do that, you're playing the game more strategically. Voting has a little bit more of validity. We still have the electoral college, which is an issue, but that's what I'm saying. If you guys come together strategically, you can have a little bit more influence to be able to figure that out. But those are for the people that definitely want to vote. The other point I have on that too is voting is not the end all be all. So voting is just the start. So you can go and vote and don't say you did your part. You only did a fraction of it.
Right.
The other part of it is to follow up. So if you voted for these things and you voted for these people and you voted for these different laws and regulations, make sure that those officials, those politicians, and those people are going to be fulfilling those things that you said that you wanted voted for. And so keep them accountable. Don't just be like, I voted, boom, that's it. I'm good. Don't have to do anything else. Go back to my job, go to sleep, eat up all the McDonald's and all the other food that I want to end up doing.
Because at the end of the day, they still gonna make the play. But and that's what we get into. I'm not really a politic type of person, like, you know me, like
yeah.
But when it comes down to,
very true, Kundin. I agree with you, because we've been speaking on this in another live, Kundin. So yes, that voting is fundamentally so binary. Like, why can't we just, all say yes, have to only say yes or no, or can? It's because of the choices. We have the choice of illusion. Like, that's my thing with, like, when it comes to voting and then deciding either you're going to vote or not. Like, if I have a choice between one deadly poison that kills me instantly and another one that slowly kills me going through each part of my system, why can I not choose neither and choose my own option?
I'm with you, Art.
Yeah. But literally, I'll break this down for y'all too. I'm going to break this down from another perspective, and then we can continue on. But this is how I see it, voting in a different sense of how we see the U.S. ran as a business. So when you want to give some type of energy to the system, especially during election time, how do you do it? You go vote. What is a vote? A vote also has to do with a part of energy, because what a vote is a shock of some type of energy, electricity. Now, where do you go cast that vote? At a poll. And what's a poll? A poll is the same thing. It's something that brings and pulls energy towards to use it for something. And then what do you do after you went to the poll to put in and cast your vote? It goes up and it comes to elect. Once again, electricity. You elect somebody to run. What are you doing? Run has to do with electricity. And run a business, a system. What is a system? System runs on electricity. So at the end of the day, when it comes to voting and you're not doing it strategically, you're continuing to power a system that has no interest and no regards for what you really want to end up doing, unless, like I said, you do the follow-up. Don't just power it and just sit.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, that's a big old paragraph, G. I'm not gonna read that. I'm gonna let CJ read it.
I got you. I
Um,
got you. All right, so
um,
Kunin says, y'all.
but
Kunin says, I'd rather vote in a direct democracy or even a liquid democracy, not in this fake representative so-called democracy that's actually a distributed dictatorship. I agree with you, bro. 1,000%. I was speaking on it earlier, and I was saying, what the heck is, if you go look up, you can even go on Wikipedia, and it says our
don't trust
whatever
Wikipedia. It ain't a
our
liable
politic
source.
affiliation is, we are a democratic republic. What the heck is a democratic republic? I thought we were a democracy. What does that have to do with being a democracy, being democratic and republic? I know those are different sides, but that just plays into all the confusion. So I feel you on that, Kundin, 1,000%. But I'm gonna let you go, G. Go ahead.
I don't know, you got it. I'm just chilling, like.
Oh, welcome to the building. It's the side code host, the other co-host, Chris, in the building. How you doing? How you doing, family? Yeah, don't start shaking your head. That's between y'all two. Y'all get that two, y'all two together. Get that together. Um,
I've been living life. I've been working hard.
become the chairman.
Right. And as far as co-hosts go, there's only one co-host. We ain't gonna get into all the names and all that, but we know.
Y'all can hash it out on the after show, okay? We gonna hash it out on the after show.
I'm not even geeked up right now. Like, I've been trying to be so professional. Like, CJ, oh my goodness.
Bro, not right now. After show. Because after show. You already know.
She talking about, I'm not with the duality. You know me, fresh.
Exactly. Now, I know you, brother. I know we not. Because
Why
it's
you
more than just the
down?
duality.
Why you been down? Why are you so sad? I'm sad too. We could be sad together, really.
Don't do that.
We can watch Disney Plus or something. I was that sad, bro. I just turned on Disney Plus, and I don't even know what the hell. I don't even know what the show was, and I just put it on. It was so.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, man, life been a blessing, man.
Yeah.
I've been.
We're gonna. Okay, I see, Chris. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that later, Chris. We're gonna lift them spirits up. Let me get to Kunis' point, and then we're gonna jump into the next topic, which you're more than welcome to still be on too.
What's the next topic?
I'm about to tell you right now. After I read this, you said paragraph, but Kundin be putting in so he can let you know what he's saying. All right. So a victory for a party is a defeat for the people, a defeat for democracy. And that's from the Gaddafi's book, The Green Book. I've heard of The Green Book. And I feel you on that, because at the end of the day, like you said, we're not really running it like that. Y'all are so goofy. Y'all are so goofy. But I love it. That's what this is for. That's what this is for.
Hey, they finna give me geeked up.
That's what this is for, though. We connect.
They gonna make me turn all the way up. I see y'all. Look, I see they want me to turn up.
Y'all are so goofy.
They want
right.
Me to
as you getting ready to turn up, the next topic that we have and we're gonna get into is talking about perspectives versus facts.
Right.
And how you want to break that down. So that's what it is right now. So perspectives versus facts. And what's your take on it? Or you want me to get it first?
You can go first.
All right. So when I was thinking about a lot of these topics too, especially for today, reason why perspectives and facts came up is because of all this talk we've been having already about the election and everything else going on. So when I speak of perspectives, we are talking about our own subjective, personal experiences. Because what perspectives are, at the end of the day, is somebody's understanding of a particular topic in a certain way. So I can have a perspective on how I should cook salmon and prepare it, and you can have a different perspective on how salmon should be cooked and prepared. Doesn't mean that your way of how you do it is wrong or my way of doing it is wrong, but it's all dependent on how you come to the conclusion. Did you make the salmon taste good to what the purpose was?
Right.
So when it comes to perspective, it's once again, it's what you've learned and gained through the knowledge that you applied into wisdom as you did it, and now you have a thought process around a particular topic. Now, when it comes to fact, this is something that one, it cannot be disproven, and it's something that just happened. Like, it's there. It's like, no, you can't say that that the water doesn't replenish you. We know for a fact that water definitely does replenish you because of the fact of what we're made of. We're made of, once again, another fact, we're made of at least about around 70% of water. And the reason why you can say part of that is science, that cannot be unproven. That's already been proven. Another fact is a lot of the laws within nature. Those are things that can not be disproven. So when it comes to facts, it's more so, I see it once again as subjective and objective in a certain way too. Yes, degrees is in different degrees.
Can you see him?
Yeah, I woke up this morning. Perspective. I felt bad or good depending on what I was thinking when I woke up. Exactly.
CJ.
Yeah.
Can you see and hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, now my phone had bugged out for a minute. That's why I was like. But I definitely.
And this dude could not wait. It's all good.
I definitely. You said perspective, and what was the other one?
Facts.
Ooh.
And we use it so loosely too, but continue.
Well, facts is just something that's concrete, like 1 + 1 is 2. Facts. Like, that's me. But when it comes, I guess, like, if your question is like, what is your question? Like, do we think?
Oh, it's just the differences in between them. We're just having a conversation around it. So like basically if you want to ask a question or ask the question, it would just be like, what is your definition of perspective and what is your definition of fact? And is there a difference between the two?
Definitely.
And you was already explaining it.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. Perspective is like, oh, I got a good one. I'm about to get everybody geeked. I got a good one. So perspective is like, so it's like when a dude think that your girl will never leave you for another dude. That's your perspective. That's what you think. Like, but the fact is, she will leave if you're not treating her right, or she just sees better qualities in the next person. You feel me?
He's got to give y'all the relationship perspective. The relationship perspective, letting y'all know the example.
See what I did?
But
there?
Yes. On top of that too, brother, when I think of facts also, I think of facts being used when it comes to numbers. So when people say a certain percentage of the population did this, and that, people use that. So they use data and points as a way. But I know.
Wait.
What's up?
What's she say? Both, she said that's perspective too. Both of them. So when you say that's perspective too, as in what I said is a perspective?
Your examples.
Hold on. Because I want to know, like, if she was saying, like, what I said was a perspective. Because what I said was a fact. Like, some dudes do think that, and the reality is, which is a fact, it's like, yo, anything can happen. You feel me? Vice versa, but anything can happen. You feel me? Hold on,
That's
boy. I
true.
got too many paragraphs going on. Hold on.
I'll read that, and you're gonna respond back to Chris. But
All
I'm
right,
going
big
with
bit.
Kundin
All
because
right,
it's
hold on.
something different. So yeah,
The
Kundin. No,
assumption that
exactly.
she
That's a
is
great
willing to
example.
leave him is a perspective that
So
your
like literally
perspective
when we were speaking on
of
that,
that
Kundin,
situation.
that's what I tried to do at most. Is to give you at least to give
I
you
see you with
points
Chris.
and valid reasons for why I in particular have my perspective on Kamala Harris versus the perspective of other people. And I used facts from her past of things that she's done to give you a reasoning why you should be a little bit more watchful and not just assume that everybody is for you. So I appreciate you bringing that back up, Kunin. But
Hey,
yeah, I
hey,
already know
watch this.
people get
Hey,
on me about
hey,
that, but it's all good.
watch
It's
this
all
though.
good.
Watch this though. Watch this though. In my future, if y'all ever see my name on the president voting board, hey, y'all better vote. Cause y'all know me, y'all better vote. We gonna fuck around and take everything back.
It's getting close to comedy hour right now, y'all.
Hey,
I'm
we
fun.
just gonna take everything. Y'all better vote.
So goofy.
Hey, don't be fooled by the politics. I'm gonna have to rub some elbows. But hey, once I'm in there, I'm
But
just saying.
did you get to Chris's point?
She said the assumption that is going to leave, that she is going to leave him is perspective. That's your perspective of that situation.
Yes and no.
But yes and no, because right. But like it's yes and no because I'm not saying that she is gonna leave him. He could leave her. But I'm just saying the assumption that a lot of people make, which is a perspective assumption, is my girl won't leave me, my guy won't leave me. Because of this so-called thing, love.
So you're bringing up so in the way that you were saying it, and I'm gonna flesh it out a little bit more, and you let me know if I'm on the right path with you on it or not. So basically, you're saying that the idea and perspective of a person leaving their partner, that's a perspective because that's not a fact. Because other fact that they're not never gonna leave you, there's a fact that there's the possibility that they can stay, or the other person can end up leaving or going because that's a fact that you can either stay or go.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like
Yeah, no, that's why I
I'm
was
not
trying to.
necessarily saying like, yo, that person gonna leave, but I'm just saying like people always like me always have that mindset like anything can happen in life because life has taught me that like, yo, anything. I'm like, yo, what the light pole could fall. You don't know what's gonna happen. Like you
It's
feel
not
me? Like,
guaranteed.
you right, you gotta plan for the best though. Like, oh, that sounded bad because we was talking about relationship and I said plan for the best. Because let me tell you why. Let me tell y'all why. Because I in my head said, see, this is why you always gotta have a backup plan. Like I was gonna be like, you gotta have a backup plan, but that's not good to have if you in a relationship. You're supposed to be. But once again, to be in a relationship and only be committed to that one person, and you're supposed to be faithful to that one person, is a perspective that somebody else put on us.
Oh, for sure. That's a social construct. It's a social construct.
Oh, I just
We
said,
know.
hold on. I just said,
We know it's a social. Well, I should say we know. Once you start learning a lot more, not only about relationships, but about a lot of our told beliefs and things that have learned, we start to unlearn and see that a lot of this stuff was just pushed on us without us really knowing why. So I feel you on that.
hey, does Chris have an iPhone?
Yes, if I'm correct. Let her confirm that.
Chris, do you got an iPhone?
And while you getting that answer, is there any other parts you wanted to add versus when it comes to perspectives and facts?
No, but that was some heat. I gotta write that down. I gotta write it down.
Before you forget it, if you forget it, just come back and watch this live. That's it.
Hey, save it for say that.
Always do, bro. Always do.
Yeah.
Yes, she does have an iPhone. All right.
Team Apple Blue Tech. Woo woo.
If anybody else has their own perspective on the difference between perspectives and facts, please don't throw it down in the comments as it goes. But at the end of the day, perspective is still an opinion. It's something that's going to be liable to end up changing. Versus a fact is something that is proven and is as is that it as is. This a fact that I'm black. My perspective is I may not be like all quote unquote what black people may be. That's a perspective to have. But it's a fact. I can't change this. Right. I mean, if you want me to end up bleaching myself, but that technically still gonna be the fact that down to my DNA, I'm technically black. So
right.
And then last thing, if we throw out facts just like every day when somebody say like, oh yeah, man, like this and this ended up happening, and it could be their perspective, and you just say facts, that's how we can also get people confused with using the word facts in a perspective.
I agree with you, homeboy. I agree with you.
When people behave as if a perspective is a fact, that's bruh, that can sometimes result as gaslighting. Yep.
Hey, I know I ain't really been reading his paragraphs, but he be making some points though. I don't know who he is, but he be making some points.
Oh, that's another fam and another a regular what's the word Wednesdays. He always be dropping some heat and knowledge. Like, go check him out too. He be dropping some heat.
I be seeing him in there.
Yeah. But if anybody else, anything else, throw it down in the comments. Because now we got another, huh?
We got another what?
No, I said, so without further ado, the next topic that we getting into, and it's...
You said we got another time frame.
In another time frame.
Oh, Lord. What is the
time
frame?
All right, I get it. Like, I was like, look it, when I do my transitions, if somebody said something before I had a transition and then you say something, I'm trying to transition, but then I forget what I said before. So that's what I was trying to do, but it's all good. Basically, I'm going to the next topic. Next topic is about, do we really have and understand freedom of speech? So when we speak about we have a freedom of speech, we have the First Amendment right. This is the First Amendment. One of the other few amendments that are also on the Bill of Rights of our rights as U.S. citizens. Do we truly have the definition of what we call freedom of speech under law and within society? And if we do have that freedom of speech, do we fully understand it? Do we understand it?
I don't think we do. And when I say we, I mean the people that are not fortunate enough to either have good connections, because that's what this world is really about. Like, stop all the cap. Are people commenting, CJ? Because I don't know if I can see it or not.
Not yet. Not right now.
Okay, cool. Cause my phone be tweaking sometimes. But so my thing is, how do I say this? Like, the people that, like, I know people always try to gas it up, like, oh, bro, you need to do this the way, you need to do that. I'm like, bro, all you need is connections, you gonna make it. And when I say that, it's like, sometimes we get pulled over. Some people say dumb things. First off, I'm being pulled over by somebody that I know has a history of just the history of law enforcement. Like, I know what can happen. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
So, wow, I'll sit here and make this person any mad than they already probably is. You feel me? Crystal, you cutting up with these paragraphs. But look, so
Yeah. Yep. Hold on. As you continue, let me see. So look, Kuden says, I think freedom of speech goes under another topic. Do we truly have free will? I feel you on that, Kuden. And to quickly get on it, everything is gonna have, for me, everything has a yes and no answer because of the fact that there's half truths and half lies in everything. So technically, yes, we have free will to do whatever we want. But under the system and the confines of what we're in, we have a limited view of how we can have our free will and how we choose to do so. And the same thing which Chris ended up saying right now. If it's under the law in society, it depends on who you are. If you're talking about in general as individuals, it depends on your perspective of what freedom means. Exactly. So that's why we're getting down to the point where we're talking about this is, do we truly know that we have freedom
hold
of
on.
speech?
First off, I keep seeing these paragraphs, and these paragraphs is heartbreaking.
I
I saw
got you.
that
That's
last
why I read it.
paragraph.
I
I
got
said, "Oh
you.
my goodness!"
I got you. That's why I
But
read them.
wait,
I got you.
but wait,
I got you.
because when I say that we got free will, it's a yes and a no. Because it's a yes, like how you said, like yeah, we can do, like you can go slap the shit out of somebody. Excuse my language, but you can go slap somebody. But it's like, what is the repercussion behind that if the wrong officer see you? You feel me? Like, or something like that. You feel me? So it's like, or if the officer pull you over and yeah, you can say what you want, but what is the repercussion behind that? I think this is just me. I think it needs to be, yo, if we sitting here and we had a routine traffic stop, pulled over
Yeah.
or whatever, you feel me? It shouldn't be like, oh, we have a freedom of speech until they feel like whatever the hell they feel, which is bullshit to be honest. Because if you talk to any cop, and my grandma is a retired sheriff, so like if you talk to any cop, sheriff, yo, they'll tell you like it's bullshit at the end of the day. Like you don't need to feel threatened or nothing like that. Like because somebody said fuck you. That's how he felt about you. Get out his face. He don't want to see you like you don't want to see him. Like people, I feel like people turn things to the extreme. Just behind that too. Like just giving a little bit of power, and we always turn it. Then we want to take the power from everybody else. It's like at that point you no longer have freedom. And
Yeah.
and if it's to that point, like it's like me getting money. Like my sister today, she called and asked me for some money,
Mm-hmm.
but but it said
Don't
Uncle
worry.
Jack.
We good. Don't
It
worry. Like
say
you
Uncle
doing your
Jack.
thing. You
So,
doing your thing. We
so,
about to end up getting there.
so
Oh, what's going on, Uncle John? Peace and love, brother.
that's your
Um,
real uncle.
no, it's not my uncle. That's what his name goes by, bro. Hey, he got music, bro. Check him out, man. Uncle John 714, man, representing the OC, if I'm
Okay,
correct.
but
But
when it comes
continue.
to freedom, I'm just like, or freedom, or what you say, freedom of speech. When it comes to freedom of speech, I feel like it all comes to terms of who has the power in that situation. It's like, okay, being in a relationship with your girl, and I relate to women better if y'all see this and y'all watch this.
Relationships.
I relate to women better. You feel me? Or life situations as sports or anything like that. So that's like me being with my girl, right? Whoever, like, if I have a girlfriend, whoever I'm with, it, I believe it's equal. You feel me? But I know some people like the guy got the power, the girl got the power. So that in turn, sometimes I be seeing situations, and it's like it limits. Like I've had girls leave they dude because it's like, yo, they dude has too much control. So that at that point, she no longer has freedom of speech. Like, yeah, she can talk, but what would be like, what would come of it? You feel me? Like, and I think that that's the thing that everybody fear. Like, I never personally feared that. Like, anytime I've been pulled over, I'm like, how you doing, fam? Like, I'm talking to you straight. If a cop get buck on me, it's because he wanted to. I promise you. I am the chairperson. Oh, one time, let me tell y'all something. One time I did get pulled over. Let me tell y'all.
And Kunin, I see your points in the comments. I appreciate what you're doing back in there.
Cootin. Boy, I'm gonna need you to shorten up some of them responses. But look.
Stop, bro. Stop.
But look, so I got pulled over one time, right? All love, by the way. But I got pulled over one time, right? And the cop asked me, he was like, license and registration. He like, you got your license? I was like, yeah, it's in my bag in the back. He was like, and we were just sitting there looking at each other. Oh, you thought I was gonna move? Like, he was like, he gonna laugh with me too, old goofy self. Like, he goofy as hell, he gonna laugh too. I was like, oh, I'm good to grab his shit. I don't want you to say I turned around, you feel me? Like, I ain't got the time for it. Like, you feel? So if a cop ever, like, I don't put myself in those, like, even my personality though, like, I just don't put myself in those positions to be like if you hear something going down with me, it's like, yo, Dallas, bro, what did you do to make Dallas go? You feel me? This ugly, hold on. Boy, you don't get you. Oh my Lord. Oh,
don't do him like that.
That's my brother, but this boy right here, boy got a head like a boulder. He look like Barney but shorter.
All right, with him doing all of that, y'all, I'm about to go back and see some of these comments because
go ahead. Yeah,
we got these paragraphs. He's scared of these paragraphs, right? So back when the other comment says, we have will and choice, but our decisions really are influenced by subconscious programming being planted in us by others such as religion, culture, media, advertisement, and systematic oppression. Yes. So we think our choices are ours, but it's basically planted in us by other people. So that's why knowing thyself is so crucial. But in the past, we've had no competition. Now we do the merging of AI with biotech. So long story short, with a lot of this stuff in here is
I'm literally knowledge, Shane. I know you don't know what knowledge is, but I'm giving knowledge. You feel me? Like, I feel like when we get to the upper side of life that nobody really gets to see, like nobody ever gives back. And it's like, yo, we don't give back in terms of knowledge. To who? To you, Goofy. Just stop talking to me. Like, I'm going to FaceTime you after this, bro. Like, answer the phone. I'm going to FaceTime you. Like, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of times, like, people get, like, we get on the high side of, like, I posted it the other day, like, yo, every time we get on the high side of life, like, everybody loves when I post that, like, yo, we on the yacht, or we hanging with females, we partying, we clubbing, we going crazy, we blowing 200K here, there, whatever. Everybody loves it. Everybody's on it. They hit me, all that. But when it comes to, like, let me show you how to get it, nobody presses on it. Like, they might say a little something, but then it's like, they go away. Because, like, when you understand that shit can change, excuse my language, but when you understand that circumstances can change, when you, because you're going to put this out, so I'm like, yo, when you understand that your circumstance can change, a lot of people get scared of that. They look at that like, that's that pressure we was talking about earlier. They look at that and be like, oh, damn, like a lot of people like, yo, Dallas, how you get to that point? How you get what you, I like, bro, I work. What you mean? You think I just be sitting there on my ass not thinking of nothing? Like, I be thinking in this head, like, I'm thinking right now, like, yo, the stuff I gotta do tomorrow. It's 8:25. Capitalism, Goofy. This man here. Stop talking to me. So, like, it's 8:20, like, it's 8:25. That's my brother, by the way. That's my brother from another mother right there. Like, love this Goofy dude to death. But it's like, it's a rat race. It's not a rat race. And that's what I was explaining to everybody earlier. Like, yo, if I put 200 or 300 people in the room, we all gonna walk out of there making probably like 5 figures. That's knowledge. That's game. Like, you feel me? Like, what? Like, that is so much game. Like, I'm like, oh, my people don't see it. But like Nipsey said, they ain't gonna get it till you. They say you ain't gonna get it till you see it, right? We jump off in this legal life, and then you feel the pressure from your people, right? We still chose to lead them right. I be feeling that so much sometimes because it's like, yo, I'm trying to show my people the way. And it's like, I just shut up about it. You feel me? Like, I'm like, look, the ones that, bro, I had somebody hit me earlier, like, yo, me and my homeboy, we gonna link up with you and we gonna, you know, they ready to get this bag. You feel me? Bro, I didn't hit this man up. He hit me up. You feel me? But I'm at that point, like, the winner's gonna win. You feel me? I got my homegirl FaceTime me in the morning, like, D, let's get a bag. I'm like, I ain't really up, but I'm up now. Like, let's get it. You feel me? Like, why would I not show somebody a better way if I got the way? Like, you feel me? Nobody want to go to work. Like, you know how many people I call, they be at work? Like, I can't do nothing. I gotta work. I be like, man, you living a hard life.
Modern day slavery on the plantation. We running this system.
They be so mad at me, like, Dallas, why you calling me at work? I'm like, well, if you listen to me, you could be in the same position, like, you feel me? But it's the people that want to go get it. Like, so we spend money, right? We spend money on houses, cars. We spend money on bottles, whatever. You spend all this money, right? And all this stuff that you buy is supposed to better your lifestyle, right? But what is it we doing if we not flipping that money to make 100 bands? Why am I not flipping 1,000 to make 10 bands? Why am I not flipping 10 bands to make 50 bands? That's why it's so frustrating about my people. Like, even people that did me wrong, yo, like, I still show love. You feel me? Like, that's always been me. Like, yo, why not help people out? Like, my shorty asked me earlier. She said, yo, what is the trait that you have that you think God gave to you? I said, the gift of really helping people. Like, through my whole life, no matter if somebody did me right or wrong, like, I always try to help them. You feel me? Like, straight face. My sister called me earlier. Now they know I got the bag. They like, yo, can I get this? And I'm like, damn, like, I don't want to, because I feel like I'm handicapping you. But I'm like, damn, I don't want you in a bad situation, so I'm gonna do this for you. And I did that for you. You feel me? But it's like, at the same time, I want to show her the way to get the bag for herself. You feel me? That right there will give you the power. It will give you everything you need. I feel like,
so
appreciate you. I feel like that will give you the power to do everything you want to do in life. Like, if it's changed the community, the city, the state situation, the country situation, we can't get to that point unless we got the power, yo. Like, we hear it all the time. Money talk, bullshit walk. If you don't believe that, yo, stop talking to me. Like, I've seen it. So, like, for the people that you think that stuff is just gonna be sugar coated, yo, you don't really want that power that, you know, that you said that you want. 2 minutes. So, I like it. A little cute. But, so, my thing is, like, yeah, we finna jump into the after party, by the way. But, like, my thing is, like, yo, if you don't really want that, if you don't want that bag talk, yo, you don't really want to change the way that things are going in the world. I promise you. You can say what you want, but the hard truth is, you need that type of power to run anything. That's the hard truth. Like, nobody wants to hear it. Nobody's gonna say it. Like,
at the end of the day, y'all, this is a game. The way the system plays the game, you got to be willing to play the game too until we find a better situation. Because, I mean, I technically don't I don't like to subscribe to we only have to work about this for this money in the bag and do all this other stuff. But I understand in the situation, the system that we're in is either we going to play it and play it to the best to make the other way to get out, or we're going to continue to be in the same situation that we're in. Which one of my brothers made a great acronym for what POUR stands for. And POUR basically stands for passing over other, the thing is, opportunity. I forgot his opportunities, but literally he's basically saying that, like, it's a mind state. If you stay in poor, you decided you don't want to have that opportunity, and the opportunities keep coming to you, but you pass them over because of the fact that it doesn't serve your purpose of where you're at. And it's, once again, it's hard, it's difficult, and why do I need to do it? So, in short, y'all, because we about to close out, just know that when it comes to perspectives and facts, You can have your own perspectives, your own opinions, but you can't have your own facts when it comes to your perspective. And when it comes to if we really understand and if we really have freedom of speech,
What's
we
up,
do.
D-Way? Hey,
We
bro,
do.
watch the
But
live video after it get off, bro. Watch the live and go to the end. Spit game for
but
you, fam.
what we have is we have
What's up, Chemo?
repetitions, or I should say repercussions of what we do. So we can speak and say what we want, but just know there's going to be a cause and effect to what we do and say. But other than that, y'all, I appreciate y'all. I've been your brother A.D.V.I.S. This has been your brother Dallas.
Tap in
And
with me, man.
this is another episode finished of
Chemo,
What's
tap
the
in
Word
with me.
Wednesdays. This is episode 17. We're going to have the after show after. But once again, peace, one love, and we out, y'all.